Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It's Millennial Morons. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Millennial Morons with your host, Nick Green. And with us today, we have
Chieftain Lou.
Mr. Chieftain Lou. Welcome. This is a great day. We're very excited to do this episode. We are sponsored by coffee and marijuana, as usual. We're getting
Water
paid.
too. Wait, we have a new sponsor today.
I did not know this. I guess, yeah,
Yes.
water.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome to the sponsorship water, H2O. That's 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen.
They're paying us $12 million for this.
In the form of liquid.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna invest it all in Dogecoin as usual, and
To the
watch it
moon.
all go
To the
away.
moon.
But it's a very good day today. We are coming up on Independence Day for America, July 4th. One of the most important days in America, when we decided to tell Britain to go fuck itself. Taxation without representation? Don't think we like it. And go
What
fuck
does that
yourself.
even mean? Don't care. We just don't like it.
It's not freedom, so we don't give a fuck about it. So we're gonna dump some fucking tea into goddamn harbor.
You're gonna tax us? No. Give me your tea. Why are you taking my tea? Just give me your tea.
Give me
That's it.
that tea, boy. I know tea's really important to you Britain folks, but we're gonna
Here's
throw it. We're gonna be dressed as Indians and we're gonna throw it in the fucking harbor, buddy.
here's a mind fuck. So we dressed up as engines, right? We toss that shit in the water, okay, and then we're like, yeah, fuck tea. We're not gonna buy tea. Fuck your tea. You can't fucking tax. Fast forward to now, a couple centuries. Everyone's drinking sweet tea in the South. I
Well,
think we missed something here.
well, I think that tea is a little bit different. The tea back then that we threw into the harbor, a little bit different, more of an English breakfast blend versus a sweet tea,
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we going off of what's that fucking company? Not the East Indian Tea Company, but it's called the Tidings. Tidings. We talk about Tidings English breakfast brand tea.
Yeah, that's the shit that they threw into the harbor, and all the fish were jacked up on caffeine.
Tea leaf is a tea leaf, in my opinion. I honestly think that
Well-
we're like, fuck your tea, and then fast forward, sweet tea, can't live without it.
Well, the whole point of that was to just fuck them financially, because apparently the Boston Tea Party cost like over $1 billion, some shit like that. Like in the equivalent of today's money, the amount of tea that was destroyed, it was like insane. So it kind of does, someone loses $1 billion, they're gonna get mad, I think.
$1 billion. How many crates did we throw over?
Well, it was a lot of fucking tea, man. I mean, you think about it, like some crates that are like 50 fucking pounds full of tea. Like, that's a lot of fucking tea.
Yeah, you know what? You actually just made a good point. I don't. Okay, you ever see that video of a Scottish guy? God, I forget what it was, but he goes, "What's heavier, a pound of feathers or a pound of bricks?" That's right, a pound of bricks. My mind just went there, and I'm like, 50 pounds of tea is nothing, and I'm like, Lewis, Chieftain, get one tea leaf and weigh it.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot. 50 pounds of tea is a fucking lot. I just came to the realization that's like, yeah, you're right. 50 pounds of tea, that could be like, I don't know, 50,000 fucking dollars.
I mean, I don't know the logistics on that, but they specifically did that to fuck over Britain because they were making a lot of money over here in the colonies, America, the moneymaker.
Oh, that's right. I was going to start referring to good old Murika as the colonies.
It's pretty amazing, though, how all that shit went down. I think it's amazing, too. The Declaration of Independence was written by guys our age.
I don't know if they were our age, Nick.
They were pretty much our age.
I think they were like our parents' age.
Nah, bro. They
Yeah,
were
I'm
pretty
pretty
fucking young.
I guess. I mean, I suppose so. Unless all the artist renditions are like, they're like, yeah, I know I'm 50. Listen, guy who painted me. I know we're all like 50, 60. If I pass you a couple extra shekels, can you like, I don't know, make me look 25?
So 35 and younger, apparently.
35.
So it's a little bit older than us, but still, I mean, that's it's pretty ridiculous.
Oh, that's not bad, but I mean,
Bunch of 30-year-olds creating America.
dude, don't forget when we fought Nam, okay?
Oh,
Couple of rice paddy farmers and shit, they were like 50, 60. and then like fucking Grandpa Russia gave him like fucking AK-47s and fucking Tapco fucking SKSs, and they're like, here, take this, go in the woods and shoot the GI. And they're like 50, 60 years old, and they move like motherfucking 20-year-olds.
Well, I fight in Nam every night in my dreams. So,
But no, I
and
was there, man. You weren't there.
1776. Jesus Christ. So long ago.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I brought that up like when I was younger to my parents. I'm like, that shit happened only 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, fuck, it did. I'm like, yeah, that shit like some odd 200 and something years ago. Look how far we fucking advanced. Like now, instead of having to load the musket for like a minute, we shoot you like a billion times in 20 seconds.
Well, the technology is definitely insane, especially in the past, 100 years. We went from fucking riding bikes and shit to having cars and going to space. So we're doing pretty good as America. People talk shit on America so much, but like we're doing stuff. We're doing a lot of stuff.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I'm on a bicycle. You roll up in a runabout, and you're like, huh, "Is that a? Oh my god! Is that a two-wheel bicycle, old sport? Are you pedaling? Oh my god! Let me just put an extra lump of coal on my roundabout and scoot away at a mile or two faster than you."
Yeah, you get a flat tire, and then everyone's like, yeah, looking real cool, asshole. I'm going to
If
ride
I
away on my fucking bike.
get a flat tire, fuck you.
That's pretty insane.
Technology. You know, I okay, here's a good, since we're talking about the history of America, and all that. Well, this is a little bit of an aside. But could you imagine what happened? Because there was like when the camera first came out, the tintype or whatever the fuck it was. Somebody took a selfie in the mirror with like a cat or something, or was some bitch or something. You know, somewhere somehow, someone got a camera back in ye old times, took a picture of their dick and mailed it.
I don't know
Out
about,
out there somewhere is the world's first dick pic, Nick, and we have to find it.
I'm going to say that might have been like the third thing that they took a picture of, maybe not like the first thing.
What was
Because,
the first
yeah,
thing then?
maybe I think it was actually a horse running.
No, that was the first running film. I'm talking about
Okay.
the first like picture.
First picture, then it was a dick for sure.
What should we take a picture of with this, Mr. Edison? I'll be right
You
back.
you already know the answer.
You know the answer. What? A horse? No, 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 not that. I'll be right back.
Yeah, everyone leave the room. We
Here,
have
get
we have
out.
we have future shit to do right now.
Everybody leave the room now. I said now.
I think that is pretty cool though. Fucking I couldn't imagine though fighting in like the Revolutionary War. That would be unfucking believably shitty.
Okay. I actually could imagine fighting the Revolutionary War because I would be that dickhead who's like, "Fuck this! I'm going around and flaking." They'd be like, "Where are you going? What? You're supposed to stand in the line and get shot.
I
Why are
mean,
you running?"
that was the benefit of how the Americans fought, the Yanks, is that we didn't just stand in fucking lines. Also, how stupid is that? Like, I know that that's how they did it in Europe and shit, and, fucking Napoleon and the Russians fighting. Let's all stand in a fucking line while these cannons just fuck us up. Like, come on now.
Oh, here's a good shout out. Whitest kid you know? Do you remember the Revolutionary War skit?
You don't know.
No, they're the English side and they're fighting the American. They're like, right, we're gonna stand in the line and take shots at our volley. Everybody take aim, fire. Oh, good job, you got one. Now we're going to reload and they'll fire. Okay, oh they got one of those. Okay, now we're going to hey, wait a minute, you can't shoot again.
And then the
You're
Americans
supposed
are
to
just
wait.
running up and stabbing them.
Yeah. I like how it took the Revolutionary War to adapt to guerrilla warfare, and we're like, why the fuck are we standing in lines? Why are we waiting to get shot? Just give me a tomahawk, give me a fucking revolver, not a revolver, the powder gun, whatever. And go
Musket.
fuck them up. Muskets,
Jesus.
Sorry,
Well,
it's a luxury of ours.
apparently, that's how the Native Americans fought. So you could say that we were culturally appropriating the way that they fought wars.
Ah, there you go.
That's an
You,
example of cultural appropriation really working out.
you American sons of bitches took my people's way of fighting. You're welcome.
Yeah, we definitely fucked them over a little bit during that time.
He did. The Patriot Here's a good thing. Here's a good movie to talk about since 4th of July is coming up. July 4th. 4th of July is coming up. The Patriot. Did you ever see that with Mel Gibson?
No, I did not see that movie with
Oh
that
my
that one guy that hates
god.
Jewish people.
Dude, you gotta see that movie. That movie is okay. Disregarding Mel Gibson's hatred for Jewish people and their contributions to the world. The Patriot's actually a pretty like fucking good action-packed movie.
Is it though? I mean, because it's part of that like era of like early 2000s movies, right? Where like everything was corny as fuck.
So it is super corny, but it's right on that perfect edge of corny where it's like just trust me, if you watch The Patriot, you need to watch Patriot. You might watch it when you come visit. It's just corny enough and action packed where it's like it's corny enough to be like, okay, that didn't happen, but it's action packed and story driven enough to where you're like, oh, I fucking love America.
I think it would be amazing to have a time machine and just see like what life was like back then, like living on a farm and stuff like that, and then just seeing a bunch of redcoats come over the hill to fuck you up. I don't know though.
Yeah. Um, I know I wouldn't like it. I would shit a brick and fucking run. Cause think about it. If you so nowadays, let's say you have the element surprise on your farm. A bunch of British dudes come, like or whoever. Let's say North Korea or Russia. They come up, they roll up on your house, and you have an AR-15 just chilling there with like I don't know 3 magazines ready. And if you plan your shots, you can take them all on, right? Back in the olden times, you're like, how many? 3 people? Oh fuck this, we're out of here. I only got one musket. Fucking Jenny, get the kids. We gotta go.
Yeah, you couldn't do shit.
You could not do shit. You either took it in the throat or ass, and that's it.
And they were all drunk too. That's one thing that nobody talks about in history class. This is something that I want history teachers to teach children is that everyone was hammered back then. There was clean water. It was like a commodity. It was so fucking rare to have clean drinking water that didn't give you dysentery. Everyone was just getting fucked up on beer and fucking wine all day, every day while they were killing people.
You know what? You're right because there's actually there's actually a cool little history thing I saw where they actually drank beer for breakfast. The founding fathers.
Our country was started by drunks. Is that not amazing?
That's fucking. I mean, well, it's kind of the same principle on how Australia was founded.
Well, I don't know about that. That's a little bit different. That was kind of like, hey,
No,
we have all these undesirables. Let's go send them to an island. Okay, I tell you, these people, we don't want them. They're the
to this
worst
shit
people.
show.
We need people to mine these raw materials. So let's send them to this shithole country,
Shit.
Australia.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how America was too with indentured
Indentured.
servitude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's the
But then
same
they
thing.
found out how sweet it was. They fucking like were like, hey, dude, go a little bit west. Shit's sick.
Go, dude. If you go west, I promise you, man, you got to go to like a different neighborhood. What do you mean? Just go west, man. Go out of Georgetown. Okay. If you just go a little bit out of Georgetown, there are these cool dudes called Native Americans. Just fucking chill with them, man. They have some dank shit.
They'll fuck you and give you some deer.
Give you some fucking gear, dude.
Dude, so okay, here's an argument for why, fucking West Coast versus East Coast, right?
Mhm.
Here's the argument that will end this fucking squabble. The West Coast is the best coast, specifically because a bunch of motherfuckers that lived on the East Coast were like, this shit sucks. And they walked all the way to the fucking West Coast. That was how bad the East Coast was during that time.
That's it. That's the ending point right there. You can't fucking say anything else. East Coast.
Anybody on the East Coast that says otherwise, you're wrong. Okay. What kept you there? Because you didn't want to walk.
Let me
These
tell you.
motherfuckers hated it so much that they walked over the Rockies with a fucking wagon.
East Coast is the best coast. Okay, well let me tell you this: a little thing called manifest destiny. Which way did they walk?
God wanted them to go west.
Go west, young man.
Thanks, fucking, who were the explorers?
Lewis
Those
and
two.
Clark. How
Yeah.
fucking dare you?
Fuck you, buddy. Those,
Lewis and
those
Clark.
fucking pieces. They could have been assholes, brother.
Oh, they definitely were, and they were also probably chomos and pedos.
You listen, 13-year-old girl, show us where the
Exactly.
fuck shit is right now. Yeah, they
Exactly.
didn't They didn't discover shit. They just had a 13-year-old girl showing them around town and them fucking writing it down, being like, "I can't believe we found all this shit." And Pocahontas is like, "What the fuck, man? We've been
Oh,
here."
dude, that's another thing. They didn't even like they supposedly they asked Pocahontas like
Sacagawea? Who the fuck is it? We could totally be getting that wrong.
yeah, I don't know. I don't really care.
That one
Pocahontas,
Indian
Sacagawea.
chick,
The one
that
native
that shows how much
excuse me, Native American, excuse me.
that shows how much we fucking appreciate Native American history. We don't even know who the fuck showed them around.
Okay, listen. I'll tell you one thing. Native Americans, and I can say this because I'm greater than a third, okay? So nobody talk shit.
Okay,
Um,
Elizabeth Warren.
okay, shut the fuck up, all right? All we need to know is Wounded Knee and Little Bighorn, okay? And then we get mad and we just start shouting. We get on our horses, take our shirt off, and we run at you with a tomahawk. That's all. That's all it is.
Andrew Jackson doesn't give a fuck.
Fuck Andrew Jackson, that piece of shit. Get out the $20 bill.
Oregon Trail? Never heard of it. Didn't happen.
Never happened. Great place, never been there. The
Listen, guys, I've been on an Oregon Trail. It's really nice, actually. There's really nice trees. There's waterfalls. I don't understand what all the fuss is about, okay?
but I wanted to tell you, Pocahontas. So supposedly like enriched history says like, Lewis and Clark, whichever one, fell in love with Pocahontas and asked the father if he could have his hand in marriage. So he married her on the spot and left. Dude, that guy fucking took Pocahontas, trudged her, put her in the fucking canoe, and said, "We're going."
Yeah, I don't know if there was a lot of love back then.
There weren't any love. There was no love, and it's unfortunate.
It's funny because they couldn't even call love gay back then because they didn't even know that being gay was a thing back then.
I mean, if you were gay, you were just happy. That's all. That's how it went.
Yeah. What a nice gay day it is.
It's a great day to be gay.
Fuck Pride Month. It's gay all year.
Gay. Oh,
It's,
we're getting a little off track. We got to bring it back to Independence Day.
I
Great
mean,
movie.
it's yeah, great movie. I
Great
mean,
movie. Fantastic.
dude, that's actually my mom's favorite movie, and
No.
she's watched it like 100 times, and every single time she rewatches it, she's like, "Oh, I forgot this part." I'm like, "How? You've
Okay.
seen it so many times." Okay, Will
Honest.
Smith says, "Welcome to Earth." That's one of the fucking most important scenes in the fucking movie, and you always forget that it happens. What's
Honestly.
going on?
Honestly, Independence Day. So we were talking about how corny the Patriot, and
Oh,
it
so
was on
corny.
corny. Independence Day is. I'm gonna say this, and I hope a lot of people agree with me. Okay. Um, Independence Day is way more corny than the Patriot.
Yeah, well, it's like this idea of like, well, if there were aliens, the whole world would work together to fight them. And it's like, nah,
What
that
happened?
wouldn't happen.
In Independence Day they blew up the White House, right? Like the aliens just.
Yeah, the aliens first blew up some fucking giant city. I can't remember which one. And then the aliens were like, we need to blow up the White House because that's the center of the earth. It's the only
this
place that matters.
this is the place where you guys have most power. We're going to blow it up.
How funny is that the aliens are like not even going to like Africa, like they're only fucking up America and stuff like that? Because the aliens are like, these people really aren't causing any problems. It's these white ones
they
over
get
here.
they get off in Libya. They get off the fucking spaceship. They walk down, and they're like, "Man, you guys got fucked, yo. We're not even gonna assimilate. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back in the saucer. There's this dude called like Barack Obama. I'm gonna touch down there. I'll poop on his doorstep for you. I'll be right back."
Yeah, those people in like the third world countries and Independence Day, the aliens land and they're like, shit, someone already did this bitch.
Oh fuck, man! They already fucking nuked this place. Yeah, they get in Africa or the Sahara Desert, and they're like, "God damn, these guys did a fucking tacky job. This whole place is still sand. They should have turned glass."
It's it's pretty ridiculous. And here's the funniest part because I actually saw it in Independence Day 2 with my mom because she wanted to see it.
Wait, there's a second one?
There's a second one, and it's
No,
so much worse than the first one.
really?
You say the first one's bad, the second one is terrible.
Okay, give me a synopsis on the second one because we
So
know I've seen the first one way too many times.
I'll
What
give you a
happens on the second one?
all right. So fucking, everyone's like, "Oh, we fucking beat the aliens. We're so fucking sick, dude." And then they take the alien technology and then they start using it for, regular society and stuff like that. They start integrating it into our own technology, and we have like laser guns and shit on the fucking moon and all this
So
bullshit.
so we don't use it to cure cancer in the movie.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
cool,
For
because that's
sure.
totally the last on our list.
Yeah, no, we don't give a fuck about that. Does it
Great,
make money? Don't give a fuck.
fantastic. Is it gonna take out chemo? Can't have that.
So allegedly, fucking the ship that we destroyed in the first Independence Day was like a baby mothership to this giant mothership that ends up coming later. And of course, there's a bunch of fucking action and like, how are we gonna survive? Like blah 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 blah. And they end up beating the aliens with their own technology. But it's like, again, how fucking like what kind of hubris do you have to where you think like we could fuck up aliens?
I
Like
mean,
aliens invade and then everyone's like, we could take them.
well, it's that famous idea where it's like the bigger they are, the harder they fall. With every movie where there's an alien, there's always like a weak spot that's like weird. It's like, I don't know, if they see a titty, they fucking turn to stone, or if they get in contact with water, they melt.
Yeah.
If you play classic music, they fucking, I don't know, have a heart attack and explode. There's always one of those things. So it's just like, which is true. Everything has its weakness,
I don't
right?
know if that's true. I don't really know fucking if aliens have weaknesses because we haven't really fucking figured that out yet.
Well, you never know. I mean, so far the weakness to every single thing is heat. So if it's like too hot on Earth right now. Fucking Washington. Have you seen the temperatures in fucking Washington State right now? Like
Yeah.
115.
Yeah.
Okay, and nothing can fly into the sun unless it's another star, and even then it'll still explode. So the sun is the hottest thing in the universe right now, as far as we know, and so nothing can withstand that. So that's one thing, is that the complete weakness to any object is heat.
I'm gonna say my counterpoint is that there's motherfucking crabs living in like volcanic chutes in the bottom of the fucking ocean where it's like 1,000 degrees. So I don't know about that. There's things that can adapt.
Oh yes, because because definitely the sun is the same temperature as the underwater volcanoes.
Hey man, if a fucking crab can survive fucking volcanic temperatures, I'm pretty sure that aliens can fucking,
You
figure
know
some
what?
shit out
You
how
know
to
what?
survive.
You know
Plus,
what?
we don't even fucking know. We
You
don't
know
even
what?
know.
Fuck that crap. Okay, Nick? How about that?
That crab could be in a spaceship right now.
Fuck that. There we go. Okay, we're going South Park now with crap people.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do you think like the government's like releasing all this footage of UFOs and shit like that? Do you think that's just like some kind of
Holy
play to
shit.
distract people or
We're
what?
going
Like,
way off the rails. You know what? I'm gonna say it is a distraction, but I'm also gonna say it's legit. I believe. Do you believe?
um, I I mean, I don't know what the fuck it is. I like to have my mind open,
Yeah.
to these sorts of things. I think it is interesting that there are these objects that we can't really explain, like how they move, and like we do have them on film and stuff
Oh
like
wait, you
that.
know
But
what?
it's
Was it James or Zach that we were like, if you were president, would you address aliens or something like that?
that was James.
It
Yeah,
was
I
James,
asked
right?
him, and he's
Okay.
like, I wouldn't really say shit. He's like, I would just keep that in the back pocket and
Okay.
until I had a scandal.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I believe in aliens for sure. There's definitely some shit out there. There's way too much proof, and it's way too vast of a universe. If any of us play Elite Dangerous, it's fucking huge. Okay, the universe is big. Um, but I'm also in the hopes that these aliens are nothing but hot fucking green or blue aliens with giant tits and they're perfect. They're perfect. They're hot and they want to fuck.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because that's literally one of the first things that James
I
said.
know, I know, and I'm calling back to. I just
I don't.
remembered that that's what he was talking
I
about, and
don't
it's
I
like,
just I'm gonna say again, this goes back to someone taking, the first picture ever of their dick. I believe that everyone's mind immediately goes to that. How can we turn this into a sex thing?
dude, okay. Some of us are desperate out there. I'm not saying I'm one of them, but
It sounds like it.
yeah, fuck you. And but look,
You'd
if
fucking alien. Come on
I'd
now.
fucking alien, yes, and that's because I don't know, dibs on technology. Maybe I might have a cool baby. I don't fucking know.
Um, so Independence Day,
Okay, so back to Independence Day. Enough about
July
the other
4th.
fucking.
Okay, I'm gonna say that one of the things that I think is very interesting about American culture specifically, like people say, especially when Biden got elected, like I want my freedom, like they're fucking stealing it. They're gonna destroy America's freedom. When people talk about freedom, they're talking about getting fucked up in their backyard at a barbecue. They're not
Oh,
talking about, like, freedom, like, for equality, like, financial freedom, like, being able to be creatively free. They're talking about getting wasted
you're
in your
talking.
backyard.
You're talking about fucking Uncle Ray is in his fucking Firebird again in the garage revving the engine. He forgot to fucking open the garage. Now he's gonna fucking die from asphyxiation,
Dude,
and
it
he's
just
drunk.
doesn't make sense to me, like, these people are talking about freedom, and all they're
Uh,
talking about is literally just getting fucked up. That's what they wanna be free to do. It's like, you can do that in an oppressive regime. I mean, there's people getting fucked up in North Korea right now.
oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know
Oh
if they're having a
oh
barbecue because
uh,
they don't have food there.
oh, dude. Okay, so if you're caught taking more beef than you offer to the okay, so this is a reflection on how awesome we have it here in America. Best country on earth, right? Greatest country on earth, in my opinion. Greatest country on earth. Fucking love it. All right. Pick 'em up trucks, guns. All right. Donuts, hot dogs, cheeseburger. Okay. Apple pie. Awesome. Appreciate that because in North Korea, if you raise cattle, like 90% of the beef goes to the state, goes to the country, and you get like, let's say 10%. If you have like a pound more beef than you gave the fucking country that you're supposed to give, you get executed.
Um,
I,
well,
I
Kim
shit
Kim
you not,
Jong
that's true.
Kim Jong Un needs that. He needs it.
I need this uh, to pass policy. Yes. Have you heard him talk? Have you heard Kim Jong Un talk?
Yeah, it's not the most compelling. I
He
don't
almost
understand Korean, but
he almost sounds like he almost sounds like a Mongolian throat singer. I'm
I don't know.
gonna
I don't know about that one.
say he kind of does.
I'm gonna say he sounds like someone who oppresses his whole country
Oh yeah, I was getting
for
that too.
selfish reasons.
Yeah. Here's another thing about North Korea. Did you know that if you have porn, it's legal?
Uh, I mean, I you got to give the people something. When they're eating grass and drinking beer only, you got to let them have porn.
No, no, no. I'm saying it's illegal.
Oh, it's illegal. Oh,
Illegal.
wow.
Yeah,
That's even more oppressive than I thought.
yeah, dude. If you get caught with fucking porn in North Korea, gulag.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. There's actually like a YouTube video where North Koreans talk about like the most risky shit they've done aside from escaping, and one of them is like a girl, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I purchased bootleg porn from the flea market." And they're like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, and I watched it under the covers, like at my desk on like a screen, and I was so terrified that people were gonna tell on me, and I could get executed." And it's like, dude, that okay, I get you're starving, I get you make no money, I get you have to worship this piece of shit fat motherfucker who has to basically give you all the rules, but goddamn, let the people jerk off. Good gravy. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine we have everything here, but we don't have the liberty of porn, Nick?
I
Actually,
mean,
that's
I'm
pretty easy to
pretty
imagine.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that people would go fucking insane though. With the amount of porn that is out there and the amount of
Right.
porn that's like still being made, I think people
Mhm.
would go insane if you just took that away.
Dude, I could live without it, but you're right. There's people out there just like, I need to see titties.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that are literally addicted and watch it all day, every day. That's pretty crazy.
Meh.
It, and it does like desensitize people and stuff like that. This is what the founding fathers wanted.
They
This is what
wanted
they were
us
this is what they were thinking about when they were writing all men are created equal except for
all,
minorities.
all
If
if
you're white,
if you're white, you're all right.
you're all right,
If you're
and
white, you're all right. If
you're
you're black, you're
entitled
whack. If you're
if
brown, flush it down.
and you're entitled to watch all the porn you want if you're white
If you're white
and you own land.
and you own land.
If you don't have those two things, sorry, can't help you.
Too bad. We'll see you next time in Revolution Part 2, which hopefully never happens, dear God. Oh, okay. Here's another thing before we end. I love America's awesome. There's so many people in the South that are like, "Oh yeah, the Boogaloo," and down here or in general, when they talk about the Boog, they're talking about like the Second Revolutionary War, where it's like the
Really?
right versus left. Yeah, yeah, and people like take that shit seriously down here, and it's like, dude, that's not gonna fucking happen, and if it did, it'd be a terrible fucking thing. That'd be horrible. It's a second civil war. That's not a good idea for a place like America to have that happen.
Well, here's the thing. The
Just love
first
each other.
one, the first one was pretty bad. 600,000 American or soldiers
I think you're right.
died.
Yeah, yeah. You're right.
600,000. And it was, as we said before, mostly just to keep slavery. It wasn't really about anything. It was just like, okay, well, we can't pay these people, so we're gonna literally die for
Yeah,
this right to keep them as slaves.
for sure.
So a second one would be pretty fucking terrible, considering the fact that the people that would be fighting it are the most fanatic and crazy, and probably stupid.
If we had a
So they're
second civil
dangerous.
war, what do you think it would be over?
Um, I mean, they tried to do it on January 6th, so it could be over a presidency. It could be over
Okay, excluding presidency, like it has to be something that would be like
when they got
district alternating.
so okay, when they delete all the porn. That's when there's
Oh
going to be
my
no.
god. God for I you're going down, Nick. I'm killing you.
Yeah, I don't think there would be. You know, I don't think there's any good reason for them to do it, and I think they know that as well. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like these people call for like revolution, but then when it happens, they're like, okay, now what? They're like,
Yeah, exactly. You have to have a reason to fight. And
hmm,
because somebody won that you didn't like, that's not a good enough reason.
no, it just doesn't
What
make any sense.
now let's say something happened to where they're like, "Oh, you can't wear you can't own a rectangular Ariat work wallet." Oh my god. Uh,
Texas would go crazy.
Texas would go fucking nuts. There'd be a fucking civil war in no time flat.
There's no more sweet tea, and barbecue is illegal.
Oh, hell no. Go to the White House.
The South would go
The
insane.
South, the South would go crazy.
Listen here, buddy. You're gonna take my right away to drink sweet tea and barbecue and get fucked up in my backyard. All right, you're taking away my freedom.
You
Okay, and
motherfucker.
I don't like that,
Can't
buddy.
come over here. Can't come over here with the $30 haircut. Take away my sweet tea and my porn.
Listen, buddy, I'm diabetic and I'm about
Motherfucker.
380 pounds. I need a fucking I need a bunch of stuff to help me walk. I need a
Here's a
fucking scooter
here's
and
a
I have an AK and I'm gonna fucking fight for my freedoms.
they got the AK mounted on the come along scooter, and then they got their cane like in a sheath on their back.
Yeah. And it's a sword also. That's America.
That is America. That's why we love it. Anyway, Nick, is it that time?
It might be that time.
It's that time. Oh shit. We forgot to say hi to our one fan.
One fan,
One
thank you
fan.
so
We
much.
love you so much.
If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be getting this $12 million from all our sponsors.
Oh my
And
god, especially that H2O acquisition. God bless them.
oh man, wow, that
Man, that
yeah,
was a big one.
that was a good 8 mil right there.
Oh, chunk.
So one fan, we really appreciate you. You know, you're always
Yeah.
wonderful. You never miss an episode, and we hope that you don't die somehow.
Quick
Because
quick little PSA, ladies and gentlemen, drink responsibly, eat responsibly. By eat responsibly, I mean eat all the donuts, cheeseburgers and hot dogs and apple pie you can, but don't blow your fingers off with an M80.
I'm gonna be really upset that everyone in my fucking neighborhood is gonna be blowing up all the fucking fireworks. There's literally fireworks stands like every fucking block near me right now, and it is insane. It sounds like someone
Dude.
fucking set off a bomb last night. Like I swear to God.
Dude, we're gonna make 4th of July, me and the boys here, because we dropped some money on fireworks. We're gonna make it look like motherfucking what do you call it? A
Nam.
fucking we're gonna make it look like fucking Vietnam in the sky.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna be
be
awesome.
like my dreams.
fiery and full of terror.
That and scary Vietnamese people.
All right. Anyway, until next time, everybody. This has
Thank
been
you for
Millennial Morons.
thank you for listening to the podcast, and we hope to see you next time. Go
Bye
fuck yourself.
bye. Happy 4th of July and go fuck yourself.
Happy America Day.